Heck yeah.
After a gain of 6.
Sorry, bro. I get my son outside up here.
When you say sorry?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
I'll take shits.
They run the counter. Ingram. Shoots by at the 20. They find some open field here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one. They got a first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
That's nasty. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of creepy.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's A.M.G. over. The way he plays,
no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's impossible.
This doesn't know how he fucking played, homie.
It's impossible.
Hey, there was no helmet in our fucking days, bro.
Hey, I went to give me a snack and I came back. He was already ready. I'm like, damn, I didn't think he wanted to play. He wanted
officially
to smoke.
Nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
He was on Fortnite when I sent this shit. I give him a smoke, but he want that smoke.
16-0 for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As the Ravens push forward.
My partner here working until this morning. It's live on YouTube.
His
Check it
legs
out.
instead of the arm, it works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, a defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted
I ain't
for.
go for the 2, so
offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Something, man, with Turtle Beaches and smoking, bro. Like, that shit don't let the pressure out my brain. Like, on my ears, I don't know, bro. Shit give me a headache. I have my Turtle Beaches on, maybe taking a minute with it.
I think wireless.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They have wires on them, but they're headphones, bro.
But to plug in,
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
So they're wired.
The wire to my controller.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It's certainly
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left.
Good, bro. You said you're sick.
And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
I asked my son if he was chewing on him, and he said, yeah. I said, what, you were? And he said, no. This was like a fucking pit bull or some shit, bro. Chewing on the goddamn.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. For a real head-scratcher
like
there. And the
again.
Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
I'm gonna eat somebody's head.
Partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh,
I ain't even
the
got
coach is
deep,
trending
bro.
right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league
Probably nervous.
had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And he ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
I bet he like, man, he's doing the same shit. I
We
can't.
remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. This winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Antoine Woods gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front on 2nd down. Ingram. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
We're gonna have, bro.
Rampart.
I'm gonna have, bro.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jalen Ferguson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it here. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
I'm gonna take some safety, bro. That's my ass off.
You got a safety on you?
On him. I got a safety on him.
Damn. Brutal.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here.
And I ain't even
talking
pull out
about
none of my
pregame
plays,
speeches.
bro.
What
That's
halftime
what's
speeches
crazy,
like?
bro.
For the most part,
oh,
emotional, they're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
They
got in there and they said, listen,
Yeah.
Let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Now he's saying Ravens with a worse team play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that's going to be incomplete.
I get the Cowboys.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance,
survive,
have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
65.
You really got my Cowboy looking terrible. This how I do it, bro.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 50 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Oh, shit. My bad. Shut this quick.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, what's the old boy? What's the old boy play for the Cardinals? The quarterback. What's fucking
Murray? Tyler Murray?
What's the dude for the Seahawks? The quarterback.
Russell Wilson.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. You got to take care of the ball.
Boy, it juices up the defense.
Without a doubt, that's a great way to score some points.
Right, you can. It's people on here.
Texans.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That was pretty bad.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
You got your team overpowered, man.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Play with another black quarterback that run fast. He ain't got no defense.
Play action now. Prescott. Buying time to his left.
He's
going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Wormley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
So he's scared of the quarterback.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Jackson being chased out left. He's good, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 45 yards. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
I'm overpowered.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He may try and run for this. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Damn.
Motherfucker, you crazy.
Bro, what the fuck?
Look how small the storm is.
About set for this
bro.
next
I
drive
saw
by the
you right there,
Cowboys
so I thought it was
offense.
fucking bigger or
And let's
something.
face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
What? Safety.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
What the?
Let's go. Let's do this.
What the fuck? You seen that guy's symbol and shit? Oh, hell yeah, my kill cam is awesome, bro. Wow.
It was wonderful to win. What's that? Hey, what's y'all? Zeus, where you at, Zeus?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've told me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense
he probably want to play another one, though.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because keep flinging it around. You throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson, he's going to go up top for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your seat.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hell yeah.
You're not ready right now.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
What we got?
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Ingram again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
APEC. Hijack. Instruction set.
54. He can't hang.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
Land under. I'm going to go by the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
The graphics.
Now Jackson, and an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's how fucking high I am, bro. I didn't even see that until you said that.
And an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. 1st down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation
Negative
of the NFL
48
on EA
passing
Sports.
yards,
For more, check us out at
-1.8
easports.com.
average yards per
The
play.
Ravens are victorious here
God
as we
damn.
say so long from Baltimore.
Oh, shit. I should have took a picture of that shit, bro.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up, bro. Like, cut the game off. He blames it on the Ravens. He's saying because I have the Ravens. But I'm going to show him that it don't matter. Damn. I'm finna go screenshot that video and send it to him. Terrible. Damn, that shit is loud for no fucking reason. Come on, bro.
Has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Why I put it in? Oh, he's talking about next week. Yeah. He's talking about.
They run the counter. Ingram. Side kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have some...
We say so long from Baltimore.
Oh, shit. I should have took a picture.
That's fucked up.
The football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
I'm gonna screenshot that shit and send it to him. He'll be like, what the fuck? You just keep calling me? Damn right, boy.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you gotta like what you saw. They call that a total team effort. I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of NFL
28 passing yards.
I'm talking shit. Hold on, where is it?
Going to the tank, bro.
There's a tank over here
one.
on me.
There's another one right here.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Who shot at you?
All right, well. Guess I'm gonna see what my fucking team doing. Since they so fucking awesome. Trying to get Byron Jones, man. Fuck, it's a journey, boy. It's a journey.
Do you want to run a tank country?
It's just tight. We both got one, bro. It's just fucking beast as fuck.
Oh shit, I'm getting a little bro.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
All right, thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with 5 minutes left on the clock. You're only down 3 points. You have possession on your own 30-yard line, and it's 1st and 10.
Ooh, I hit him.
Do you need any attachments?
I'm right here. Stay down. Oh. Think you got a winner from.
Gotta give my boy Byron Jones, man.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up.
Let's go. I'll hit him twice in here, bro. Fucking shit.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Here?
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line.
Coming down the hill,
39 yards there, a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 10th carry now for Elliott. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This is taken at the 3.
Just go.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The fuck I let you go over there?
Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger heading back out there. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the Surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5.
One hit.
2nd and 5 coming up. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 44, Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shrugs him off. They'll get nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Again, it's Elliott. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
This is Elliott. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Michael Vick, and he will find T.O. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Terrell Owens, 72 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to hijack, motherfucker.
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 And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
No, you. Yeah, you.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Black 30. Check the backer, check the backer.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Washington's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack. To try again after the sack, Roethlisberger. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Elliott a first down and more. And down right around the 37. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Elliott. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to go to the next circle, too.
On first down, Brown. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
That's how we're walking sideways.
That's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Why isn't he healing?
He's gonna die, bro. Boop. Oh shit, it's a whole tank.
What's our plan, bro?
Bill, bro, if you would have stayed in that tank the last one, bro, we probably would have got that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like not fair, huh? That tank is fucking OP. She got that alien shit. Thank on you, bro.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. This challenge begins in the first quarter with less than 5 minutes to go. You're down a field goal. You have possession on your own 30-yard line. 2nd and 10. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You hear my shit?
Throwing again. He sets the fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You can hear it through the mic.
That's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He can run for it, and he will. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least some. Predictably, it doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay off.
You put them words together. I went and bought some, I went to fucking, what's the
So first and 10 now from the 30.
JC Penney's, and I had bought some headphones.
Someone trying to trade me some Beat Pros right now.
No, I got some, I went and bought some regular like headphones. I got tired of running headphones around my fucking
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Dr. Forrest Buckner. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Cowgirls.
I'm doing challenges and shit, trying to get my boy Byron. I ain't finna do that. There's a whole lot of fucking challenges. It was so hard. Hey, y'all still ain't got a fourth?
Nope.
What time is it? I guess I'll come back home for about an hour or two, man. Yeah, I don't want to give my boy Byron Jones, but it's just too much work, man. It's a grind. Oh, I know what I can do. He.